أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين واللعنة على أعدائهم من الآن إلى يوم الدين أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Can everyone hear me loud and clearly?
Yes.
Brilliant. I do apologize because of traffic. I got home late today. Okay, now I'm going to continue on a few points from last week, which we didn't complete. And those points were with regards to, we did the verb, ahabba, yuhibbu, and we conjugated the verb. That was fine. I'm not sure Sister Sukaina, is the Sister Sukaina here today? Sukaina Khalfan? Okay, she's not, maybe not here today. She may join the other class. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now I'm just going to send you something now across to answer your questions, which were asked last week, and we'll go over that as well. Where's it gone? Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to send it into WhatsApp group. And I'll try to bring it onto the screen as well. Okay, can everyone see the screen by any chance? No, you can't. Let me get the screen on there now. That's it, there it is. Okay, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Now, do you remember, before I actually do this, I need to go to the other screen actually. Where's it gone? Okay. Okay, can everyone see the screen by any chance? Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I had to minimize the screen because I need to share 2 PDFs, that's why. Now, what we did last week is this, which a few questions students were asking, and so I'll answer this question today. So in this lesson itself, I spoke about this over here. The object, let me read this. The object of a verb is in the accusative case, mansub, takes a ending, but it does not appear in a noun which has the possessive pronoun of the first person singular attached to it. Here are some examples of object without possessive pronouns of the first person. So I'll give you an example. If you say dharaba, dharaba means he hits, yes? Dharaba. Dharaba means hits. If you add the word abun and ya, which means abi, my father. So in this case, if you say dharaba abi, or let me put it in another word, dharaba aliyun abi, dharaba aliyun abi. So can you understand? Daraba aliyun abi. Can you visualize it itself? Can you visualize it? Daraba aliyun abi. So the translation of the sentence. So the translation of this sentence. Yeah, Ali hit my father. So Ali is the person who done the action of daraba. He is the doer. And Abi is my father. So Abi it's attached to the possessive pronoun I. So this is what it means by there. Where's it gone? It says over here, but it does not appear in a noun which has the possessive pronoun of the first person singular attached to it. So when he says daraba aliyun abi, Ali hit my father. So Abi has no fatah there because it's attached to the mutakallim, to the first person. Or even this example here. Uhibbu abi wa ummi. So who did the action of loving? Who did the action of loving? I. Yeah. So because I did the action of loving, I am the person who did the action. Ana. I'm the one who's doing the loving. Who are you loving? My father. Okay. So in this case, whenever a noun is attached to the possessive pronoun, for the first person, my, the fatha being mansub object is not shown. Okay. Now I'll give you the example. Next example. Next example, it says uhibbullaha. Uhibbullaha here, as I said to yourself, every verb has a doer. So ana, I am the doer, which is in the verb, and which means ana. Allah is the object. As it says, the object of the verb is in the accusative case, meaning mansub takes a meaning a alif. So uhibbullaha. Allah is getting a fatah because it's the object upon whom the verb and the doer did the action of loving. Next one, uhibbu ar-rasula. I loved the Prophet. I am the person, I did the action of loving upon whom? The Prophet. So he is the object and he gets a fatah. Now, Rasulallahi. Rasulallahi, if I remove uhibbu, it would be Rasulullah. Rasulullah in its default position. As you know, the word Rasulullah in its default position gets a dhamma. The lam gets a dhamma. But here, Rasulullah is coming in the place of the object. And it's mudaf, mudaf ilay. So here, Rasul, which is the mudaf, follows the same ruling of a noun which has alif lam, meaning getting a fatha when it's an object. So here, Rasulah is the object. So uhibbu, I love, and I am the one who did the action of loving. Rasulallah is the object, and the first mudaf gets the fatha, the second remains with a kasra because it's mudaf ilay. And in the next one, let me just go make it extend it. Okay, that's it. And the next one, last one, uhibbu, I love. I did the action of loving, and I'm the person who is doing the action. Al-lughata is the object. Al-arabiyata is the adjective of al-lughata. And this is the reason why al-arabiyata is coming with a fatha as well. Is that clear, everyone, now?
Yes.
Who's speaking there?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, can we use a chat box so that I know who's exactly saying yes, yes, and who is saying no, no, no? Okay.
Sir, what
yes.
is the meaning of Daraba Aliyun Abi? Exactly.
Yeah, Sister Zahra wrote it there. Ali hits my father. So Aliyun is the actual subject, the doer of the verb Daraba. Let me explain that to you now. I just wanted to explain this. Now I'll go to the handouts which are sent now. Let's go through this handout and this will make things even more clear. Now, as I said to yourself before, every verb requires a doer. Every verb requires a doer. Doer of the verb. Every verb has a doer. Either it is attached to the verb as a attached pronoun, or it comes as a visible noun who is the doer, okay? So you have, I'll explain. So you have two types of doers of the verb. Either it's an attached noun, attached pronoun, like dharabtu, dharabna, dharabta, dharabti. So these ta'tum, these are the attached pronouns which represents the person who is doing the action of that verb. And sometimes, instead of having the pronouns of the verb, you have a name which comes after the verb. As I said,
Can it come Zarabi?
no, it cannot come dharabi. No. Okay, now, or it comes as a visible noun who is the doer. The noun is the doer of the verb, then the noun will be given a dhamma tanween for being the doer. What does this mean? So if a noun, what's a noun? Noun is the name of a person or object, okay? Now here in this example, dharaba zaydun. Zaydun is a noun, it's a name of a person. The doer of the noun is the doer of the verb, then the noun will be given a dhamma tanween for being the doer. So remember this, after the verb, you have, if there is a noun, which is going to be the doer, it will be with a dhamma tanween. Zaydun, aliyun, dharaba zaydun. So it gets a dhamma tanween for being the doer, okay? Zayd hit a man. So dharaba zaydun rajulan. Zayd hit a man. Next example. Here, Zayd is the doer, meaning in Arabic, the doer of the verb. What is it called in Arabic? Fa'il. Everyone, it's called fa'il. The doer of the verb in Arabic is called fa'il. Fa'il, okay? And has received the dhamma tanween. So here, Zaydun receives the dhamma tanween. Next example. Dharaba ar-rajulu Zaydan. Sister Tayyiba.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. How are you feeling? Better?
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Okay, Sister Tayyiba. Here, ar-rajulu. Can you see it here?
The man, yeah.
So here, ar-rajulu is coming. Why can we not say ar-rajulun?
Because there's an al which makes it definite, so it can only have a single i'rab, so a single dhamma.
Excellent. That's the answer I wanted. So here, dharaba ar-rajulu Zaydan, the man hit Zayd. That's a translation. In this example, ar-rajulu is a definite noun. Is that correct? Ar-rajulu is the definite noun.
Yes.
So because of being a definite noun, it does not get a dhamma tanween. Therefore, where's it gone? Ar-rajulu is a definite noun and it is doer of the verb, therefore only receives a dhamma. Ar-rajulu. Ar-rajulu. And then Zaydan, Rajulan, both of them are the objects. And all the objects of a verb gets a fatha tanween. All the objects of a verb gets what? A fatha tanween. Excellent. Now, there's one more thing I need to mention, and then I'll do the objects. Also, annexed nouns. What are annexed nouns, sister?
The nouns that aren't like joined, I think.
Yes, yeah. When you have possessed and possessor.
Yep.
So when you like, also annexed nouns follow the ruling of definite noun. For example, Daraba Ghulamu Hamidin Zaydan. So here, Ghulamu Hamidin means servant of Hamid. So like ar-rajulu gets a dhamma, ghulamu is getting a dhamma because it is situated after the verb and it is the doer of the action of daraba. So daraba ghulamu Hamidin Zaidan. Servant of Hamid hit Zaid. Okay? Now, this point here, final point. In both examples above, rajulan, meaning this one here, rajulan and Zaidan are the objects. The person or object upon whom the doer and that should be and the verb has done the action upon. So Zaidan and rajulan are the maf'ul. In Arabic, this is called maf'ul, upon whom the action has been done upon. Okay. And finally,
So we can say that the object is a maf'ul.
object is maf'ul, yes.
Okay.
Object is maf'ul. And finally, darabtu in here, I hit Hamid's servants. So darabtu ghulama Hamidin. So here, darabtu is I, action is daraba. So I am the one who did the action, I am the doer. And the person who's been inflicted is the servant of Hamid. So as you know, if mudaf ilayh comes in the beginning of the sentence, it gets a dhamma for the first part. So from ghulamun becomes ghulamu Hamidin. And now after ghulamu Hamidin comes in a situation of being the object of the verb. When mudaf ilayh becomes the object of a verb, it changes its i'rab from a dhamma to a fatha due to being a maf'ul, upon whom the verb and the doer has done the action upon. So it's become darabtu ghulama Hamidin. Right. Is that clear or not?
Can you repeat the last one
Yeah.
about mudaf ilayh?
Yeah. So the default position of mudaf ilayh, the default position, if the word servant of Hamid is default position, forget about darabtu, it will be ghulamu Hamidin, servant of Hamid. That's the default position when it comes in the nominative case, when there's nothing preceding it before it. Okay. However, when this word servant or Hamid servant comes as an object of a verb, then the first noun, which is the mudaf, the i'rab will change from a dhamma to a fatha due to being the maf'ul of the verb, meaning the object, because every maf'ul will receive either a fatha tanween or a fatha depending upon what type of noun it is, either a definite noun or indefinite noun. Meaning whether it's with alif lam or without alif lam. Is that clear, Sister Sana? Sister Masuma, was that clear?
Yes, Sheikh, that was clear.
Sister Sana, is that clear for you?
Parts of it. So I think when we actually get to the texts, I understand when you read out the sentence without thinking about what the meaning is, but the grammar just gets a bit confusing if I was to construct that sentence myself.
Yeah.
So I
That's
think
fine.
with the practice, it's going to get better.
Yeah. I'm going to send you another sheet. I'll send you another sheet of verses of the Quran, so that gives you more examples in there as well. So that makes it clear, because of one example, you may not be able to understand it. So I'll give you more.
Yeah,
examples.
because when you're reading out your examples, I understand what you're saying, but if I was to construct that correctly grammatically, I wouldn't be able to do it.
I would expect you to do it.
That's my problem.
No, it's too early. Yeah, it's too early.
All right.
Give me some time, then I'll get you to be able to that stage, inshallah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Rest of the class, is everyone clear with that now or not? I'll go over this again, but inshallah, I just wanted to explain this and I'll explain these things again and again, inshallah. Batul, Salman, are you clear with this?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's clear, sir.
Okay, Sister, where else is there? Sister Sabira, is that clear for you?
Salam.
Alaikum salam to Allah, sister.
Yes, as the previous person said, you know, the more you go over it, the more it will sink in.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you two things tonight. One is I'm gonna give you the verb, as I said to yourself. Book 2, I'm gonna teach it slightly different, and I'll send you the ayat of the Quran where the verb yuhibbu has come in the Quran, so that you have more practical examples from the Quran. So I'll be sending you that, and also I'll be sending you more examples of mudaf ilayh coming as a maf'ul in the Quran as well, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah. Thank you.
So, because I want to start from book 2, bringing ayat of the Quran, so you become familiar with Arabic grammar in this book as well, inshallah. Is there any question else? Any other questions anyone have before I start lesson 2? Does anyone have any questions now? Okay. One more, I'm going to repeat this once more, and then I'm going to start lesson 2. Now here, uhibbu, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to bring Sister Sana. I want you to come on the mic, actually. It's enough speaking from my side. Bismillah. Sister Sana, can you come on the mic?
Yes.
Now here, uhibbullaha. Explain to me, what is uhibbu, first of all?
Uhibbu is I like or I love.
Excellent.
Okay, and Allah is the object that I love.
Okay.
Okay.
Before you answer the object, who is doing the action of loving?
I am, because ana is hidden in uhib.
Correct. And I am the person who is doing the action of the verb, yes?
Yes, yes.
Correct. And Allah is what?
Allah is the object.
How do you know he's the object?
It's the object because it's coming straight after the verb.
Okay. It comes out straight after the verb.
And it's, sorry.
I'm deliberately doing this because asking these questions will make you think, and this will make you memorize it.
And it's the definite article. It's got the definite article before it. It's got the al before it as well.
Okay. And what about the i'rab? What is the i'rab for a maf'ul, a object?
It's fatha or fatha tanween, depending on whether it's a definite or an indefinite article.
Excellent. That's the answer I wanted. Well, if it's a definite article, definite noun, it will get a alif, fatha, and if it's indefinite, it will get fatha tanween. Okay. Next question, sister. Uhibbu ar-rasula. What's happening here?
Okay. I love the Prophet.
Yeah.
Again, I love is that I'm doing the action.
Correct.
And the action is being done on the Prophet.
Correct.
And again, it's a definite article. So that's why it's getting Allah and with just a fatha rather than a tanween fatha.
Excellent. That's excellent. Thank you ever so much. Now I'm going to pick on someone else as well. I'm going to pick on Sister Zamina. Can I pick on you, please?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam to the sister. Sister Zamina, can you explain to me this one here? Uhibbu al-lughata al-arabiyyata.
Okay, so you have uhibbu, which is the verb is I, and the verb is love, and then you have I, which is ana, which is hidden, and then you have al-lughata is language, so that's the object. And then al-arabiyyata is the adjective.
Excellent. That is correct. That is perfect. And also, I'm going to go one step above. Can I have Sister Sakina for the above one? Uhibbu Rasulallahi.
Yes, alaikum.
Alaikum salam to sister. So Sakina, can you explain to me this? Where Uhibbu Rasulallahi, where is the object and where is the sign of the object?
So the object is Rasula, but it also comes as a mudaf ilayhi. Um,
Continue. That's right. That's right. That's right.
yeah, so so it's
If we let me help you. If I remove the verb uhibbu, how do you say apostle of Allah? How do you say that normally?
so that would be Rasulullahi.
Rasulullah. Excellent. It comes with a dhamma, the lam. Now Rasulullah is coming as an object. Now, why is it coming in an object, and what is the sign of it being an object as well?
So it's coming as an object because it's explaining I love what, so it's I love the messenger, and the
Excellent.
sign of the object is a fatha. It doesn't take a fatha tanween because it's a mudaf, so it doesn't take a, it only takes a one fatha.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you ever so much. And why is it Rasulullah? Can it not be Rasulallah?
Oh, because it's a mudaf ilayhi, yes, to take a kasra.
Excellent. Yeah, I deliberately done that just to check that you knew the reason why you haven't forgot. Thank you ever so much for that. Is that clear for the rest of the class?
Yes.
Yes.
No or yes? Okay. I'm going to pick on Sister Zahra Jamal. Can you come on the mic now?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Sister Zahra, on here, atuhibbullaha. I want to do everything so in depth so that you don't have to repeat this again. Here, where is it gone? Ya Allah. I really hate this when this happens. Okay, that's it. Atuhibbullaha. Can you explain to me what's happening here?
So is for the question,
Yep.
and tuhibbu will be in the present tense, verb, subject and verb together.
What
So
is,
it will be you love
who love?
and you love.
And who is the actual doer of the verb of loving?
You.
And the Arabic pronoun for you is what?
Tuhibbu.
No, the pronoun. What is the pronoun which represents you?
Oh, anta.
Excellent. Yeah, that's what I want.
So this
Anta.
is for anta,
Yeah.
or it could be also for she in the present.
Yeah, but at the
But
moment
for
it's-
here, it will be you in this context.
Yep.
And then Allah is the object. So you love Allah will be the verb, subject, and object. And if there is an which makes it into a question, so it will be, do you love Allah?
Excellent. Excellent. Can I have next on the mic, Sister? I think who's missed last week's lesson? Sister Taiba, can you explain to me the next one, please, because you missed last week's lesson.
Yeah, again, the is to denote a question. Do habu is to ask, it's to say you love, but this time it's for a male. Is that right?
The previous, yeah, the both of them are male, for masculine. Anta.
Oh yeah, sorry, that one was too. Okay. And lughataka is your language, because for a male again, because ka is the pronoun, the possessive pronoun for your,
Correct.
but for a male, it'll be
And-
ki if it's for a female.
Correct. And is lughataka the subject of the verb, or what is the situation where it's located at?
Okay, so the you is the subject.
Mhm.
The language is the object.
And what is the symbol? Why can we not say lughatan ka? Lughatan ka. Why can we not say that?
Sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't
Why-
hear you properly.
Okay. Why can we not say lughatan ka? Lughatan, fatha tanween.
When you join it to the possessive pronoun, don't you just drop it and it becomes, you can't have a tanween, I thought.
Exactly, that's right. Because lughataka, it's mudaf ilay.
Oh yeah, sure.
And the rule of mudaf ilay is that if the noun previously came with a dhamma tanween, the dhamma tanween is dropped in the mudaf, and Normally it's given one dhamma, but here, lughataka, it's coming as the object. It's changed, it's originally it should be lughatuka, but because it's the object, it becomes lughataka.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you ever so much. Anyone else who is unclear?
So just a question on the third one. You know when it says man tuhibbu, the harf jar doesn't have an impact on the haraka, does it?
Man is not a harf jar.
Oh, okay, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, man is this is type of a question, is a noun. So man tuhibbu, it's not affecting the noun at all. But you have asked a good question, which I was going to mention it. I would like to mention it now. Remember this. I'm going to text this in the group now. Actually, I'll text it. I'll send a handout again. Now, a noun, Brother Ali, can you tell me how many states does a noun have?
How many states?
Yeah, how many different scenarios does it, how many different states does it have? Like we did.
Accusative, genitive, and nominative.
Okay, Jazakallah, sister. But I'm going to ask Ali to explain to me what are they and give me the examples.
So the three the sister mentioned.
Yes. So it's nominative.
Nominative, yeah.
Raf, nasb, and jar.
Okay.
So what does it mean by raf?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so every noun, as I said, remember last time I explained to you, every noun, when it comes in the beginning of a sentence, it gets a dhamma tanween. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Like kitabun.
Kitabun, yep. Maybe.
And kitabun, masjidun, babun. So that's a nominative case when the noun gets a dhamma tanween at the end, okay? The next one I'll do is the genitive case, meaning jar, meaning that the noun is preceded by a preposition, like this one here. Man fil ghurfati. Fi is a preposition and it becomes al ghurfati because of fi. So this is in English, it's called the genitive case. In Arabic, it's called jar. It's called jar in Arabic. Is that clear, brother?
Yep, yep.
Now the next one I'll give you is this one here. The other one is the accusative case. Accusative case, that's like when the noun comes as an object. So here, uhibbu ar-rasula. So the noun now is coming with a fatha.
Yep.
So these are the three different states for a noun.
Okay.
Is that clear for everyone else in the class? Like kitabun, masjidun is the first case, meaning it's a dhamma tanween. The second case is normally the accusative, where uhibbu ar-rasula, that the noun gets a fatha. And the third case is this where fil ghurfati, where a preposition comes before the noun and the noun becomes infected by the preposition and it gives it a kasra at the end.
I have a question. So
Yes.
accusative is maf'ula?
Accusative is maf'ul. Who is asking this question?
Sorry?
May I ask who's asking this question? Because you've asked a very good question and I don't want to say yes, or neither I would like to say no to this question. That's the reason why.
I'm Mrs. Damji.
Okay,
I've
sister,
just entered the class today.
okay, yeah, sister, that's a very good question. There are, yes, object is one of the elements which gives a noun a fatha, but there are also other elements or other particles which give a noun a fatha. I'll give you an example. As you asked that question, I will answer this question, my sister. You know, in the verse of Ayat Taslim, Ayat Taslim with Ahlul Bayt, what do we say? How does it start off? It starts off, Inna Allah. Inna Allah. Yeah, Inna Allah wa malaikatahu. So here, Allah is not coming as an object, but it is coming after a particle which comes in the meaning verily.
Right.
So objects is one type of method by a noun being inflected by a fatha, but also when inna comes as well, that also changes the noun from a dhamma to a fatha as well.
Fatha. Okay. Okay.
So it was
So it's not always in a maf'ul form.
exactly.
Yes. Okay. Fine.
But-
And
but
what's the Arabic for nominative?
nominative is called raf, ra, fa. I'll send this as a handout
Okay.
because
Okay.
I wasn't able to complete it. I'll send it tonight, the complete handout. Raf
All
is
right.
ra, fa, ain, and nasb is noon, sad, ba, and jar is jim and ra.
So
All right.
Majroor, Mansoob, and Mansoob, Majroor, and
Yeah,
what is that? The same thing?
yes, the same thing. It's the same thing. I made it easy for the class so that they understand.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's why
Thank
they
you.
or Brother Ali, is that clear for you now?
Yes, thank you.
Is it clear for the rest of the class as well? So a verb has three states, either a dhamma, a fatha, or a kasra. These are different states. What gives them these states? We'll do this at a later time, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. I have a question. You told about the cases, 3 cases of noun, nominative, accusative, and genitive.
Yes.
The rule for accusative is that noun comes as object, and for the genitive case, preposition comes before noun. And what is the rule for nominative case?
Nominative case is when it comes in the beginning of this. Okay, this is not the complete formula, sister, but nominative case is when it either comes as a subject, like subject, or whether it comes as a doer of a verb. These are the two measures which is sufficient at the moment. Either it comes as subject, like al-kitabu jadidun, the book is new, subject and predicate. Next one is katabtu al-kitab. So the example can be
Maybe Daraba Aliyun.
no.
Khalidun kitabun, is it correct?
No. You could say kitab. So the other example can be is Rasulullah. Ja'a Rasulullahi. Ja'a Rasulullahi. Apostle of Allah came. So here Rasulullahi is coming with a dhamma as well, and that is a nominative case as well. So in a nominative case, you can either have a dhamma tanween or a dhamma by itself.
Yes.
Okay. Ja'a Rasulullahi. Prophet of Allah came. Okay. Right. I'm going to give just a 1 minute break to everyone just to freshen up because we did quite a bit of extensive grammar there. So take a quick little drink and I want to finish this lesson. It's a very short lesson. Just 1 minute break. Just to take a drink. Okay, let's start now. Brother Ali, can I ask you to kindly request to come on the mic, please? Brother Ali, can you come on the mic?
Sorry.
And can I have also on the mic Sister Shabnam Walji? Sister Shabnam Walji, can you come on the mic?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. So I want you to be, Brother Ali, I want you to take the first role and sister will answer the question for you. So you ask the question, she will answer you and translate. Go ahead, Brother Ali. كيف حالك يا بنت؟
كيف حالك يا بنت? How are you, oh girl?
أنا بخير والحمد لله. I am well and praise to Allah.
Brother Ali, Bismillah.
Min aina anti? Where are you from?
Ana min Syria. I'm from Syria.
Masmuki, what is your name?
Ismi Aminatu. My name is Amina.
Aina abuki, where is your father?
أبي هنا في المدينة المنورة. My father is now in Medina Munawwara.
No, sorry. My father is here in Medina Munawwara. Al-an means now, huna means here.
Okay, thank you. هو
Mufattishun. Mufattishun means an inspector.
هو مفتش في المدرسة الثانوية. He is an inspector in the
Secondary school.
Secondary school.
Thank you very much.
وأين أمك, and where is your mother?
هي أيضا هنا. She is also here. هي طبيبة في مستشفى الولادة. مستشفى. I don't
Children's Hospital.
No, that's wrong.
Children's Hospital.
No, that's wrong. في
Maternity.
Wilada means maternity hospital.
Maternity hospital.
Maternity hospital.
Okay, thank you. So she's also here. She is a doctor in the maternity hospital.
Excellent.
ومن هذه الفتاة التي معك, and who is this girl who is with you?
Yep.
أهي أختك, is she your sister?
لا, هي بنت عمي. She's the daughter of my chacha, is it?
Yes,
Ammi, chacha?
uncle.
Uncle, yeah.
Masmuha, what is her name?
اسمها Fatima. Her name is Fatima.
هي زميلتك, is this her friend or colleague? A colleague or friend?
Colleague.
Colleague.
لا, أنا في المدرسة المتوسطة وهي في المدرسة الثانوية. So, no, I am in the school of متوسطة. I don't know that.
Middle school.
Middle school, and she is in secondary school.
Yep.
ألك أخت? Do you have a sister?
لا, ما لي أخت. No, me, the ma is a negation.
Correct.
أخت. So no, for me there is no sister. I have no sister.
ألك أخ? For you is that, do you have a brother?
نعم, لي أخ كبير وهو طالب بالجامعة. Yes, for me, I have an older brother, and he is a student in the university.
ومن هذا الطفل الذي معك, and who is this kid who is with you?
هو ابن أخي. He is my أخي. He's my brother.
Nephew. Ibn Akhi. Ibn Akhi means son of.
Sorry. Yes, son of my brother. I'm so sorry. Yeah, nephew.
Okay, Masmuhu, what is his name?
اسمه سعد. His name is Sa'ad.
أمك في البيت الآن? Is your mother in the house now?
لا, ذهبت إلى المستشفى. No, she.
مستشفى.
مستشفى. No, she is.
Hospital.
She has left towards the mustashfa. Is that the hospital?
Hospital.
Yeah. She went to the hospital.
I've forgotten a lot of the vocabulary from book one, unfortunately.
What was that?
I've forgotten a lot of the vocabulary from
No,
book
no,
one.
no. Well, Alhamdulillah, I found that quite impressive that I didn't have to teach a lesson. You could do the two students, they were managed to, Alhamdulillah, do the lesson themselves. So that's really good. Forgetting, it's not a problem. Everyone forgets. But Alhamdulillah, you was able to go through the lesson with quite good confidence. That was really good. That's really good. Can I have next on the mic now? Who shall I get? Can I have Sister Batul Manji, and also on the mic I would like Sister Sabira. Sister Sabira?
No.
Can you go through half of the page, and then I'll get another batch of students as well to do the other parts.
Okay, so it's the same thing. You want
Yes,
me to?
same. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kaifal haluka ki ya bintu? How are you? Bintu means a girl.
Oh, daughter.
Or daughter, yeah.
Ana bikhairin walhamdulillah. I am fine. Thanks be to Allah.
Praise be to Allah. Man aina anti?
No, min
Where are you
aina
from?
anti. Min aina anti, not man. Man means who? Min aina anti.
Okay, min aina anti? Where are you from?
Ana min Syria. I'm from Syria.
Mas Muki, what's your name?
Ismi Aminato. My name is Amina.
Aina Abuki, where is your father?
Abi huna fil Madinatil Munawwara. My father is here in Medina. Huwa mufattashun fil madrasatil Sanawiya. He's the supervisor in the secondary school.
Wa aina ummuki, and where is your mother?
Here Aidan huna. She is also here. Heya tabibatu fi mustashfal wiladati. She's a doctor in the maternity hospital.
Wa man hadhil fatahul lati ma'aki ahiya uktuki, and this.
Who is this?
This child, yeah, and who is this child?
Young girl.
Okay. Huh?
Who is this young girl?
Okay, who is this? Not child, huh?
No.
Okay, and who is this young girl? Allati maka, with you.
Which is with you.
Which is with you. Aya uktiktuki. She is my sister.
Is she your sister?
Is she your sister? Okay.
La, hiya bintu ammi. No,
Jazakallah.
she is the daughter of my uncle.
Excellent. Thank you ever so much, both of you. Can I have next on the mic? Sister Zainab. Sister Zainab.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Sayyid Asim, can you come on the mic as well?
Ji, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Sayyid Asim, can you do the first row? Ma ismuha, and Sister Zainab will answer your question.
Ji. Ma ismuha. What is
your name?
What? No. What is her name?
What is her name? Correct.
Answer that question now, Sister Zainab. Ismuha.
Ismuha Fatimatu. Her name is Fatima.
Sayyid Asim, next question. Ahiya.
Ahiya zamilatuki. Is she your colleague?
Excellent. Sister, Zainab,
Ji.
answer the question.
First one, no?
Yes.
كيف
No, page number
حالك
9.
يا أبي?
Page number 9.
Page number 9.
La.
Okay. لا ذهبت إلى المستشفى.
No, you lost. Page number 9. لا أنا في المدرسة المتوسطة وهي في المدرسة الثانوية.
Okay, got it. Okay. لا أنا في المدرسة متوسطة وهي في المدرسة
الثانوية.
ثانوية.
Yeah. Translate.
Okay. No, I am in the school.
Middle school.
Or college.
Middle school.
School. The mutawassati, the middle. Wahia, and she in the
secondary
in the school of Thanawiya means
secondary school.
Secondary school.
Yeah. Said Asim. Next question.
Laki ukhtun. Is your
no Alaki ukhtun? Do you have a sister?
Do you have a sister? Alaki.
Okay. La malaki ukhtun. No.
No. And after that?
Mali ukhtun.
I don't have a sister.
I don't have a sister. Okay.
Ahlaki
akhun.
Ahlaki akhun. Do you have a brother?
Naam. Yes. Li akun kabir. Li is my or for my. Naam is my brother.
Naam li akhun kabirun. Yes, I have a brother, and he is a student at the university.
Yes, I have a brother, and he is student of Bil Jamia College.
Woman and woman and is that
who is that child which is with you?
Child which is with you.
Huwa
Ainu
Ibnu.
Akhi.
Ibnu.
He is Ibnu Akhi. Okay. He is son of my brother. Or brother's son.
No, son of my brother. That's fine. Nephew. Sayyid Asim.
Ma ismuhu. What is his name?
Ma ismuhu Sa'adu. His name is Sa'adu.
Sayyid Asim.
Ummuki fil baytil ana. Is your mother in the house now?
Excellent.
La Zahaba ilal mustashfa. No. Went toward hospital. Towards hospital.
Dhahabat is she went. La dhahabat ila
She went. Zahabat. Correct.
Okay, Jazakallah. Now I'm going to bring 2 more people, and that will be the last. I'm going to bring now on the mic. Sister Taiba, can I bring you on the mic because you've been away last week? And also I'll bring on the mic, I'll bring someone else. Is this Bilqis in this class? Is she here today? Okay, but so, Batul Salman and Sister Taiba.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Tayyiba, can you be one and the other, and Sister Batul Salman be the other?
Okay. كيف حالك يا أبي?
كيف
How,
حالك يا بنتي يا بنتو? Beginning of the lesson, number 8.
oh, okay. I thought you were going exercise. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'll go to the okay. كيف حالك يا كيف حالك يا بنتو? How are you, oh girl?
أنا بخير والحمد لله. I am fine and praise be to Allah.
من أين أنت? From where are you?
أنا من سوريا. I am from Syria.
ما اسمك? What is your name?
اسمي آمنة. My name is Amina.
أين أبوك? Where is your father?
أبي هنا في المدينة المنورة. هو Whoever is there in Medina Munawwara, he is an inspector in the secondary school.
You didn't read the Arabic. You skipped it.
هي مفتش في المدرسة الثانوية. He is an
مفتش
inspector.
مفتش. So مفتش.
مفتش في المدرسة الثانوية. He is an inspector in the secondary school.
وأين أمك? And where is your mother?
هي أيضا هنا. هي طبيبة في مستشفى الولادة. She is also there. She is a doctor in the maternity hospital.
ومن هذه الفتاة التي معك؟ أهي أختك? And who is this young lady who is with you? Is she your sister?
لا هي بنت عمي. No, she is the daughter of my uncle.
ما اسمها? What is her name?
اسمها فاطمة. Her name is Fatima.
أهي زميلتك? Is she your colleague?
Sir, I don't have the PDF. You'll turn the screen.
Yep.
جزاك الله. لا أنا في المدرسة المتوسطة وهي في المدرسة الثانوية. No, I am in the middle school and she is in the secondary school.
ألك أخت? Do you have a sister?
لا ما لي أخت. No, I don't have a sister.
ألك أخ? Do you have a brother?
Sister Batul?
نعم لي أخ كبير وهو طالب بالجامعة. Yes, I have an elder brother and he is a student in the university.
ومن هذا الطفل الذي معك? And who is this child who is with you?
هو ابن أخي. He is the son of my brother. He is my nephew.
ما اسمه? What is his name?
اسمه سعد. His name is Sa'd.
أمك في البيت الآن? Is your mother in the house now?
لا ذهبت إلى المستشفى. No, she has gone to the hospital.
Excellent. That was really good. Jazakallah khair al-jazaa. So, any questions before I mention some points? So, alhamdulillah, that was really good.
I have a question. Bintu is daughter or girl?
Bintun is daughter.
Okay.
Bintun is daughter. Anyone else got any questions? Okay. So if anyone doesn't have any
Sheikh,
questions, yes, Sister
sorry.
Fatima.
Al-Fattatu. Al-Fattatu.
Al-Fatatu means a young girl.
A young girl.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to say a young boy?
Now I'll give you the La fata illa Ali.
إلا
La
علي.
fata.
Safe إلا. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the spelling is slightly different. I'll send it in the group now. Fata is spelled slightly different. It's fataya, la fata. And fatata, it's spelled fata, alif, ta, marbuta at the end.
Okay. Fataya and Fatata. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Sheikh.
No, you're welcome. Okay, now, so what I'm going to do next week, so I want everyone to write this lesson out, translate the lesson and do the exercise. And next week, I am going to do a dictation test as well. So this week was a respite. Next week, I'll be testing on a dictation. And what I will do, I'll send a voice recording in the group so that you have a voice recording so that you can practice and improve your dictation and your Arabic writing. So that is going to be tested next week, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, it's amazing to see everyone that I didn't have to teach lesson 2. This is the result of your hard work, that you're able to now read lesson 2, of course, slightly on mistakes, but overall, that was fantastic. So everyone, inshallah, should be developing that ability, each and every one of you. So inshallah, I will try to bring everyone on the mics as well and do the homeworks, send me the voice recordings, and I will send you the feedback as well, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. Is there an 8:30 class, 7:30 also?
Yes, sister, I will have a class at 7:30 as well, inshallah.
Can I ask a question on page 7 of the
Yes.
book? The last ones that were asking questions.
Yep.
Tuhibbullah, that one.
Yep.
So, Madha tuhibbu. Madha is what, or is it why?
Okay, Madha means, ma is 2 words. Ma hada means, Madha tuhibbu. It's normally used as it says, what do you like?
It's used as what? In
Yes.
Madha is what?
So
And-
when you, for example, if you want to go, if you go to the shop and you want to ask, for example, your children, Madha tuhibbu, what would you like? What do you want to do? Madha taf'alu. Madha taf'alu. What are you doing? So Madha is normally used with the present tense verb when you want to ask questions about
Okay.
an action or a verb.
So it's used for present tense.
Excellent.
And ma is used as also used as what, but
Yes.
it's not particularly used for the present tense, right?
Which one? Madha?
The ma, just ma.
Madha can be used both. It's used with the verbs in generally.
Okay,
Can
it's
be
used with
past-
verbs.
Yeah, like ma hadha. We use ma hadha for nouns, and for the verbs is madha. Madha can be madha fa'alta. Aapne kya kiya? Madha
Okay.
fa'alta. We say that in Arabic. Madha fa'alta. What did you do? And madha taf'alu. What are you doing?
And like we just said, ma ismuha. So that is for what is your name. We use ma
Yes.
in that. Just what, for what?
Yes.
Okay.
That's masmuha, not ma asmuha.
No.
Masmuha.
Masmuha. Ma is coming with a noun. Ma comes normally with nouns, not with a verb.
Okay. Ma comes with the noun and maza comes with verbs. Okay.
Excellent. Okay.
Sheikh, the homework, are we doing all the exercise until page 12?
Let me just go through it. Yeah, there's not a lot. Yeah, that should be fine.
I did
Ages for
that
us to
homework
write
which
in
you did.
Arabic.
Pardon?
It takes ages for us to write in Arabic. Are you sure you want us to do all of it?
I agree. It takes ages.
I know. Please just be patient, honest. The reason why, because there's a reason why I'm doing this, because for you, what happens? You can learn Arabic at fast track. What will happen if you learn it at fast track, that cut corners, you will forget it. If you do it the correct way, that you write the lessons down, number one, it will improve your handwriting. Number two, it will reinforce and you will be able to know Arabic language at a very good level. That is the reason why practice. Once you finish book 2, then I'll give you some respite, but we're still in the early phases yet.
Sheikh, I totally agree with you. I'm just asking you to reduce the pages. Have mercy on us.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, you know the translations. Just translate the lesson itself, and just the lesson. But when it comes to the exercise, don't translate the exercises. Just answer the questions. Is that fair enough?
Okay, but we're still writing the Arabic.
Yes, you have to, please.
English writing is not that hard. You haven't made it any easier.
The reason why, because Sister Masuma, the only problem is that I have given you a week. So we did 1 lesson a week. If it was 2 lessons a week, then I could have given you a respite. But the problem is that these are quite important at the moment, these lessons.
Okay,
and it's only lesson 2. Inshallah, once we get into lesson 3 and 4, I'll give you some leeway with the exercising.
Okay, Sheikh.
So I do apologize.
Aga, you give us a homework, right?
Yeah.
At the.
Pardon?
You said at the. So I did that homework at the
Send that across to me. and I'll check it as well, because that is really important, because these verbs, because
Actually, I thought if you could, I don't know how to send it to you because
screenshot it.
I write it.
WhatsApp.
Sorry, in pen I write it. I
Yeah,
write it in pencil.
Yes, use a pencil, that's fine, and send it across. The reason why is that the Arabic language, Sister Masuma, this is important for you as well. Now, in the Arabic language, do you remember how many verbs we've done so far? We've done 6 patterns. Do you remember that? Sister Masuma, do you remember we had 6 patterns?
Yeah, do you mean the I, you, and all the?
No, like the 6 patterns, like Dharaba yadribu, Nasara yansuru, Alima ya'lamu. Do you remember that?
Yes,
No, but that is Agha, that is the present and the past tense.
One second. Let me finish. Now, what happens is that these are 3-letter verbs. Now there are 10 more patterns which we need to do so that we have covered the basic patterns for the verbs which they are conjugated on.
Okay, so these are the 4-letter words, right? Because of the shadda.
Exactly. So this is the first scale from those 10 scales. So that's the reason why I wanted everyone to write this down and to get practice. And once we've done the practice on this, then I'll gradually bring the other verbs. For example, like in Ayat Tathir, it says yusallim inna Allah wa no innama yuridullah yudhiba ankum ar-rijsa ahlal bayt wa yutahhirakum. Now this verb yutahhira, it has a shadda in the middle now. So we need
you just gave us, Agha, you gave us that. Oh no, that's the last one. Adda is the last one.
Yeah. So yutahhiru is in the middle. So we need to do the conjugation of these. So that's the reason why I'm trying to prepare the actual groundwork so that I can start other verbs as well. So that alhamdulillah, once we finish book 2, we have done the basic conjugation of all the patterns. And then I know that all the students are confident to start to understand the Quran as well, inshallah, and the verbs of the Quran as well, inshallah.
Can I ask one last question quickly?
Bismillah, sister.
You gave a verb last time, amkana, which means to be possible.
Yep.
So when you translate it in the past tense, what will it be? Like amkana, amkanu, what would be the translation for that?
Amkana, you could translate it as, give me 1 second, where is my... Okay, you could say either it was made possible, or he made it possible.
He made possible, right?
Yeah.
And then they made possible, and then she made possible, and so on.
Yeah, there's no need of translation of that. I just want you to conjugate, because you've done the hard work for the past 6 patterns. It's just about conjugating and writing the actual text so that you're familiar with it, how it's formalized.
So we don't have to translate that one.
No. So, Brother Ali, can you recite Dua Faraj, please? Jazakallah, Sister Zahra.
Sorry,
Thank you.
Sorry, I have a question. First you recite the dua, then I'll ask.
Go ahead. Bismillah. Brother Ali, Bismillah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم ارحم لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك.
So those who want to leave, by all means you can leave. I'm just going to answer 1 or 2 questions of other students, inshallah. So inshallah, please take care of yourselves. Take sadaqah out and recite Ziyarat Ashura, and also do the homeworks as well, inshallah. Is that okay, Sister Masuma? If she's gone.
I'm still here, Sheikh, still wondering how I'm going to do all this after coming back from work in the evening.
No. Take it. You got 5 days, so do like half page a day or something. It'll take about 10-15 days. I know it's going to take. Okay, I'll give you a respite, Masuma. What you can do, you print it out, print the lesson out, and write on top of the Arabic text.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. Thank you. I've already got it printed.
Yeah, that's fine, because that is another way of how, as I'm doing with the children, they do the tracing. So I'm happy with the tracing as well.
I'm still a child. Thank you, Sheikh.
Yeah, no problem.
जी हम सबको आना है क्लास में अभी 1 घंटे के बाद वापस से?
नहीं, वो दूसरी क्लास है, वो दूसरी क्लास है जो 6 बजे शिरकत नहीं कर सकते।
अच्छा जी, ठीक है जी। मौलाना साहब, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि कुछ ऐसे पॉसिबिलिटीज हैं कि अगर मुझे टॉपिक के हिसाब से अगर कोई आयत ढूंढनी हो, जैसे मुझे ढूंढना हो कि कुरान में कहाँ कहाँ अल्लाह ने ये आयत दी हैं कि तहकीक करो, रिसर्च करो, तो मुझे किस तरह से मिल सकती है? जो कुरान की जितनी भी वेबसाइट्स हैं उनमें तो नहीं होता कि बाय
No,
मौजू
no.
ढूंढो?
No. So there are books in Arabic language which deal with topical research.
Can I say, Aga, there is a website. Can I say?
Go ahead.
Yeah, please.
It's islamiccity.com. Islamic, and then that's the C of the city is like Islami city. ISLAMICITY. So you put a topic and it'll come.
Islamicity.com.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, sister. आपने मेरा इतना बड़ा मसला हल कर दिया. Thank you so much.
And the other option is
And then one more is Quran Corpus also is there, but I have not used Quran Corpus as much.
the other option you have is
नहीं, उसको मैंने खोला, उसमें तो वो डिक्शनरी और सारा कुछ लिखा हुआ है, उसमें तो नहीं लिखा हुआ कि मैं इसको कैसे किस में जाऊं मैं मौजू से ढूंढने के लिए.
No, what you can do as well, the other option you have is that you have the Mu'jam. Mu'jam al-Mafaris al-Quran is a dictionary of the Quran which tells you just one second.